Ah, God, how I love my games. Oh, hey, everybody. So, check it out. We've got Final Fantasy VII for the Switch 2 here. This is the physical edition release, but we also picked up, for as you can see here, $10, Fable 1. Remember, I have a Series X and a Switch, so, you know what I mean, a 360 and stuff. But we also got Ghosts of Yutai and stuff in. Wow, I didn't bother to check, but it's actually kind of weighty. But we also have a couple of other things, too. We also have three shows. We have uh, now a Blu-ray version of Swamp Thing. We have the complete Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. We're going to take a look at that. But this is actually kind of cool. I also got the animated Back to the Future series. So this is pretty cool. And I actually finished it. The Lego Game Boy. So that's what it looks like. Pretty cool, in my opinion. What's really cool is check this out. You have actual cartridges and stuff that you can put in. And I've checked, they are actually the right size. And the cool part is, check this out. Even up top, it actually has moving parts like the real system. It's pretty cool. And if I want to change the scene and go to the Legend of Zelda, that's actually pretty easy. You can just like remove that right there, pull out the cartridge, and there's the thing to remove it. Pretty cool. And the cartridge actually will lock into place. And all I have to do is put that back. And check this out. It actually has its own serial number too. Pretty cool. It's very cool. And like even down there's the little headphone jack. This stuff. And the buttons are actually look at that. It's actually pretty cool. So yeah. Let's just go right there. So really cool setup. All right. I should also mention that thanks to what Nintendo and Square did, they actually had a couple of deals. So one of the things I also secured was a digital version of this, but I also love having physical in case of any issues. And the particular version I got also came with a version of Final Fantasy VII, the original version. So there's that. There is exclusive content in this that's not in the digital version, but I like having both of them, so it makes some sense. And remember, this is based on the PS5 version of the game, which means it has the extra content. Game key card, it's over 90 gigs in size. And you can actually play a demo right now if you want to check it out, which is like the opening of the entire game. That's like almost between 7 or 8 gigs in size. So we're going to open this up as well as all this other stuff and see what we got. Now, I do want to be careful because there are supposedly codes in here and also that pack of magic cards. In fact, just show off some magic cards real quick. I actually do have the starter sets for Sephiroth and Cloud from Magic the Gathering, the starter kit. It's really nice. This was not cheap either. It's one thing you can say. They come with their own packs and stuff, unlocks the hex and that. But I also have two of the Assassin's Creed sets as well. We have Ezio and Eivor, so that's pretty cool. Their own little boxes. I'm also thinking about these over here. Getting uh, Fallout and a couple of other series. They've done Avatar and stuff. And rumors are they're going to do Star Trek as well as a couple of other series and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So everything's working out. All right, let's get to our first one. So here we go. Square Enix and stuff. Pretty cool. This one looks like on the side. All right. There's also a new set of Joy-Cons coming as well for the Switch 2, which will have new colors, which is cool for me because I actually do want to have multiple sets to avoid drift, but also like maybe one day I want to go with the factory, red and blue, and then maybe in other days I want to go with these new colors. Ah, fresh nose. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, yep. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. No coach, just this little thing here. But here's what our cartridge looks like. Pretty cool. And check it out. Here's the pack of Magic the Gathering cards, a booster pack. But here's one cool thing as well. That's what that looks like. But then, if I pull it out, we actually have a reverse side. So you can actually choose either how it comes naturally, like for scanning, or you can get this cool reverse side. It's pretty cool. My only real complaint with, as you can see with the Switch 2 stuff, is that it's all red. It's a little harder to see, even though it's transparent. Just figures, you know. All right, hold on. Let's open up the pack as well. I am curious to see what's in here. I do have some the Gathering cards. I wish I had more, but you know, just how it is. All right, here we go. All right, so we have. It's our first one. Wait, oh, that's weird. Pokeball on the other side. I don't think that's a play card. Yep. Okay. Here's our first, the holographic. Well, you know, another holographic or foil, however you want to say it. Raise a chocobo. That's pretty cool. I think it's the whole Final Fantasy series because I instantly recognize he's from 9. That's a character from Final Fantasy 9. That's pretty cool. We also have. This is just too cool. Oh, there's the Black Mage, I think, from either one of the earlier ones or 9. That's pretty cool. Whoa. I have a summon Fat Chocobo. I didn't know they had Fat Chocobos. Oh, God, what game did he come from? There's so many that I still have to play. That's pretty cool. All right. So that's that series right there. All right. Go. Let's actually just do Fable real quick because it's already open. So, and the cool thing is GameStop, the ones that are still around, are taking in some of these older games. So here we go. Pretty cool. No, I will not be opening the that starter pack. I'm kind of afraid to even touch it like that. All right. Now for Ghost of Butai, I figured I might as well get it. That way I can hop into the sequel and find out if it's actually, you know, worth anything. It looks interesting. Come on. Come on, plastic. I've still got some other stuff to get into. All right. All right. So here's Ghosts. It's a standard edition. Oh, but we do have some codes. Okay, good. I can show that off without any issues. I'll need to put that in. So here we have a little thing for some of the codes of the bonus material. There's the disc, and that's actually kind of cool looking how it's doing that. And I do actually have the Ghost of Butai PlayStation 5 controller, my best actually. And I showed it in a video. It's even got like um purpose made like cuts and stuff in it, like you know, like it was cut. So that's actually pretty cool. Let's see. There's also a little something for Ghosts of Tsushima back here too. I think it's just yeah, it's just an advertisement. Yeah, just advertise the director's cut. Oh, okay, hold on, that's cool. I didn't notice that. Check it out. Oh, that's cool. I will say this though: the blue of Sony is a lot easier to see through than the red of Nintendo. So there's that. That's still pretty cool. New order content. That's cool. All right, the Blu-rays and the 4K. All right, so let's start with the one I actually do own right now already, which is I have the DVD version of this, but I'm wanting to get the 4K. I mean the Blu-ray and stuff, high definition, but also better surround sound and stuff. You can sometimes hear it with older DVDs. Don't get me wrong, DVD is still good with 5.1, but there are times you can hear the total difference in the audio track. And yeah, it's pretty bad. All right. So there weren't many left either. So I was pretty happy with that. The complete series. It's actually not a bad series, too. Um, the way they did it, they definitely left it open for potential new stuff. All right. So it's a two disc set. There's our discs. Look at that. The episodes and stuff. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I grew up watching Swamp Thing. I also have. I think I did a. Did I do a video where I showed off the original Swamp Thing, and I have Return of Swamp Thing. So that's pretty cool. All right, this one's small. We're going to do this one first. So, Back to the Future, the animated series. I actually have fond memories of this show. It came out just a little bit after the third movie and stuff. And as you can see here, 26 episodes. I thought it was longer than that, but it was actually a lot of fun. They did a lot of good stuff. Yeah, we got the DeLorean back in its flying mode and stuff. They actually do quite a few adventures through time. And the cool part is, check it out. Yeah, that's right. Doc Brown himself is actually, in the show. He starts out every episode and he voices Doc. So that's pretty cool. And the episodes are really fun. You actually see a lot. Biff is in the show too. I think they even do an episode where they have dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs that evolved instead of humans, and one of them sounded like Biff. Yeah, that's right. It's actually kind of cool. So, so again, of course, it's made for TV. You can see all that stuff. Amblin Entertainment, of course. There's Einstein, Gallery, Storyboard. There's a lot here. There's a lot more than I thought. Oh, this is just too cool. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what's on the inside. Oh, that's cool. Okay, check this out. We have not only a cool design in the background, but also, we can see the episodes, bonus features and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can see some of the characters. There's our first disc. Well, no, 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 don't you come out. It did go for 2 seasons. Just not a lot of episodes. They're like 30 minutes. That's and see what I mean by clear is usually easier to see through. So that's pretty cool. Makes for a pretty good design. I definitely want to watch this again. And I found that on Amazon too, if you're wondering. And it's actually really good. Remember, it is indoors. It does actually have some of the cast members, so it's a lot of fun to watch. All right, now we have the big one. That is that is freaking huge. The complete classic collection. I haven't even seen, I think, all of these episodes. Oh, yeah, well, that tells me 193 episodes with over 3 hours of special features. Cowabunga. Oh man, I'm loving this. I also heard there's supposed to be also a Magic the Gathering's Turtle series coming, and so that's pretty cool. All right, definitely the plastic later. So okay, here we go with the basics. It's heavy duty plastic. It's not like this is cheap stuff. Nickelodeon, Turtles, Paramount. All right, and that's huge. Holy crap, that's a lot of discs. I can't even see the bottom. Oh my god, I'm afraid to almost get to the discs. There's disc one, disc two, disc. I think there's. Yep. Oh crap! I pulled this disc off of this one. Oh man, they're thick. They're freaking thick. And look at that. There is actual stuff. But my God, how big is this? This is huge. Whoa, 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 shit. Gone. Stop coming out. Look at how thick that is. Like four discs on each side. Two on each part. That's huge. Wait. Season five, season seven. Went up to season 10? What? Season 10, disc 23. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm almost a little concerned. I'm gonna just, that's a lot. Oh my God, that is a lot. Okay, sorry that this video took a little while to do, but there was so much to get to and stuff. Oh, and check this out. Along with the Game Boy, there was the instruction manual, but it actually does come with, um, besides the manual, it does actually come with, I believe, some history on the system too. Yeah, see, look, definitely worth keeping. Uh, pretty cool. Um, so much to do, so little time. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification. I will see you later, and bye.